What is up, guys? Thanks for watching another video. Now this one is going to be sort of a bit of a random video, really, something I've been thinking about a little bit lately, and this is about the Wii U, or Nintendo as a whole, really, and whether Nintendo are going to continue with the kind of home consoles past the Wii U. And I just don't know. I can't decide if Nintendo are going to do it or not, in my own opinion or anything. So obviously, let's talk about the Wii U for a little bit. The Wii U hasn't got off to the best start. Everyone knows this. There's no need to kind of go over it all because everyone knows the Wii U came out, in my opinion, it came out a year early. And there was no need for that. I think if the Wii U came out this year, along with the PS4 and along with the Xbox One, it would have had a much better launch, especially if they launched with the Super Mario World that's coming, so our 3D World that's coming later this year, in time for Christmas. I think if they brought the Wii U out this year, around November, with, like I said, with the PS4 and Xbox, with a Mario game in there, with Pikmin 3, with some of the successful games that they've had so far, like Zombie U, and with Rayman Legends coming as well, that would have been a brilliant launch for the Wii U, in my opinion, and I think Nintendo would have been fine. But because the Wii U came out so early, people have had this sort of opinion about it for such a long time now, where with casual gamers as well, they've even thought, oh, hang on, there's a new Wii out. Obviously the original Wii was so successful, why isn't this one so successful? Why aren't people buying that? I'm not going to buy that one because it's not popular. That's, in my opinion, what people were thinking about the Wii U. And it's going to take a long time for it to kind of catch up to the heights that the original Wii did, if it ever reaches that heights, which in my opinion I don't think it will, because of the popularity nowadays of the PS4 and the current PS3 and Xbox 360. Because when the Wii came out, I don't think the PS3 and Xbox 360 was such like a main home family entertainment system as it was. It wasn't such a big thing in the household, a big home games console. But as the times have gone on and PS3s and Xboxes have become more of a normal thing in a family home, I think a lot of people are kind of strayed away from Nintendo, obviously, and they're going to move on to their next thing, which is PS4 or Xbox One. Now, to save the Wii U, they're doing the right thing. They're bringing out the games that we want: the Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, Mario World, Wind Waker HD, and a future Zelda as well. They're going to be coming out. These sell systems, and that's what's going to sell me my system. But they do need to bring out new IPs. They need to bring back some of their much like fan favourite franchises like Star Fox and Metroid and F-Zero, all that sort of stuff. They need to bring those back, because those are Nintendo's versions of hardcore games, in my opinion. Because the Mario games, they're good fun, but you don't need to think about them. They're not story driven. You don't sit down and have an intense session on Mario. You come home and you play Mario and you have a laugh with a few friends. It's not an intense game. But something I think the only hardcore game really that they've got is Zelda, in my opinion, that Nintendo keep rolling out, and they need to expand on that. But yeah, also they've got the 3DS. Now the 3DS has been hugely successful. Nintendo's handhelds always are much more successful, but the main kind of go-to handheld, than the PS Vita or the PSP or anything. It always has been. And this is what I think Nintendo are going to be in the future. I just don't know whether we're going to get another Nintendo home console if the Wii U can't kind of bring itself back to life, really. I think Nintendo could go the way of handhelds only. I know it's quite controversial to say, and I know it's only my opinion and what I'm currently thinking, and we haven't even had the big games for the Wii U out yet, so I might just be proved wrong and the Wii U might start flying off the shelves, which I hope it does, because I'm a massive Nintendo fan. And I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see the end of Nintendo home consoles like the way Sega did back in the 90s, because Sega was such a big kind of company with the Master System and the Genesis, and the Dreamcast is the one that killed it. And people have compared the Wii U to the Dreamcast, so hopefully this isn't the one that kills Nintendo. I really hope not. But yeah, there's no denying that the popularity of the handheld consoles will always remain, and I think Nintendo are always going to be the kind of king of handheld consoles, and everything like that. And there's been a lot of talk of people in the gaming industry saying that Nintendo should hand over their their kind of rights to Mario and everything and make it all third party, so we'll be having Mario and Zelda games on the PS4 and Xbox One, which in my opinion should never happen. If Nintendo go bust, so do Mario in my eyes. I don't want to be playing Mario games on the PS4 and Xbox One and Zelda and everything. As much as I love them, it's not the same and it wouldn't really feel the same. That's kind of what happened to Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Sega and Nintendo were such big rivals in the 90s, and when Sega obviously couldn't compete with Nintendo, now look at Sonic. As we stand, Sonic is currently a Nintendo exclusive character for the next 3 Sonic games. So who would have thought that in the 90s? So who knows? Things in the gaming industry can change in an instant, really. But I really hope that Nintendo can salvage the Wii U. That, like I said, they're going in the right direction with the games that they've announced, but they really need to kind of explore a bit more, bring a few more hardcore games in. And yeah, I don't want to see the end of Nintendo home consoles. I really don't. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole Nintendo thing. Leave your comments down below as usual, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.